It is my draft season.
I would take Joe Burrow if I'm Cincinnati, and I wouldn't even think about it.
As many of you guys have requested, here is my NFL 2020 first round mock draft.
The number 1 overall pick, the Cincinnati Bengals are taking quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
Easy, they're not going to do anything else. Joe Burrow's the number 1 pick in the draft. At number 2, the Washington Redskins are taking Chase Young out of Ohio State, the best defensive player, in my opinion, in the draft. I don't see the Redskins passing on Chase Young.
With the 3rd pick, we have the Lions trading it, actually, to the Dolphins for the 5th, the 39th, and the 153rd pick. Then we have the Dolphins drafting Tua.
There it is, our first trade. I see, the Dolphins moving up here just so they can secure Tua. And obviously the Lions aren't looking for a quarterback, so they have no issue with trading down and picking up some extra picks in the draft. Number 4, the Giants take Isaiah Simmons because they have $32 million on Bradbury and drafted DeAndre Baker for their secondary last year. So they're good on cornerbacks. And why not take a generational talent at linebacker like Isaiah Simmons?
5th is now the Lions because of the trade they had with the Dolphins. We haven't taken Jeff Okudah from Ohio State, who's clearly the best defender left on the board, and the Lions are in desperate need of some defenders and corners. Especially
after they just sent away Darius Slay. The Chargers have the 6th pick in the NFL draft, and we have them drafting Justin Herbert out of Oregon. Zack and I went back and forth on this. He wanted Love. I wanted Herbert. In the end, we went with Herbert. We'll see.
I'm gonna move on from it. The 7th overall pick, we have the Carolina Panthers selected Derek Brown, defensive tackle.
At number 8, the Arizona Cardinals take Tristan Wirfs from Iowa, offensive tackle. Help protect Kyler Murray.
Number 9, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars takes Mekhi Becton from Louisville. Becton is going to help protect who the Jaguars are hoping to be their quarterback of the future, and Gardner Minshew, and also help that run game as well.
With the 10th pick in the NFL draft, the Cleveland Browns select Jedrick Wills out of Alabama to help give more protection to Baker Mayfield.
With the 11th pick in the draft, we have the New York Jets taking Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama, the wide receiver.
At number 12, the Las Vegas Raiders select another wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, out of Oklahoma. Again, Lamb and Jeudy are kind of a coin flip, but I do see them taking CeeDee Lamb here.
With the 13th overall pick, we have the Niners drafting Henry Ruggs III. 49ers, they need wide receivers after Emmanuel Sanders has left. Their defense is already very solid.
At number 14, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers draft Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. Thomas will help protect Brady.
With the 15th overall pick, the Denver Broncos are going to select CJ Henderson from Florida.
With the 16th pick in the NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Kelvon Chason, linebacker out of LSU.
With the 17th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys are taking AJ Epinaza. They lost Robert Quinn in free agency, so they need an edge rusher.
At number 18, the Miami Dolphins from the Pittsburgh Steelers select Xavier McKinney out of Alabama. Miami is in need of a safety, and after they secured Byron Jones in free agency, McKinney should add to a very talented secondary.
The 19th overall pick is the Las Vegas Raiders, which originally was the Chicago Bears. They will take Trevon Diggs, corner out of Alabama.
At number 20, the Jacksonville Jaguars from the Rams select Javon Kinlaw, getting a mid-round steal.
The 21st overall pick, the Philadelphia Eagles are selecting Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver out of LSU.
At 22nd, the Minnesota Vikings from the Buffalo Bills are selecting Christian Fulton, LSU cornerback. After losing Xavier Rhodes, this will be a good addition to the secondary.
With the 23rd overall pick, the New England Patriots are going to select Jordan Love, the quarterback out of Utah.
The 24th overall selection goes to the New Orleans Saints, and I have them drafting Kenneth Murray, Oklahoma linebacker. The Saints lost A.J. Klein in free agency, making strong side linebacker a position of need.
25th overall pick is the Minnesota Vikings. T. Higgins, a wide receiver out of Clemson, still available, and the Vikings will take him.
The 26th overall pick belongs to the Miami Dolphins from the Houston Texans, and we have them selecting DeAndre Swift, running back out of Georgia.
27th overall pick is the Seattle Seahawks, and we have them taking Yator Gross-Matos, the edge rusher out of Penn State.
With the 28th overall selection, the Baltimore Ravens are going to draft Patrick Queen, linebacker out of LSU. The Ravens didn't address linebacker in the first wave of free agency, and they need more speed on the second level.
29th overall pick in the draft, the Tennessee Titans are going to select Josh Jones, the offensive tackle out of Houston.
With the 30th overall pick, the Green Bay Packers are going to select Brandon Ayuk, Arizona State wide receiver. The Packers are in desperate need of a second wide receiver.
With the 31st overall pick, the San Francisco 49ers are going to select Ross Blacklock, defensive tackle from TCU.
And finally, with the 32nd overall pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to select Zack Baun, Wisconsin linebacker. Guys, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. What teams do you support? Who do you hope they draft? I do hope you guys enjoy this mock draft. It did take a lot of time, so if you did enjoy, please make sure you guys do drop a subscription on the channel. Make sure you guys do drop a like. Also, go check out Zack. His link is in the description.